What's
What's
going
going
on?
on?
What's
What's
up?
going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Kool Whipp, with the one and only.
Oh, see,
And this is Straight From Us podcast. Welcome to the Hole in the Wall on this Thursday evening.
Thursday, where tomorrow gonna be hot as shit.
Hey, and I ain't gonna complain. I'm gonna be happy as a motherfucker. You know what that means? That's too real emotion for me.
Man, I feel they should put Halloween for tomorrow. It's
Who
gonna be
said put
80.
Halloween tomorrow? Fuck that. I ain't walking around in no mask or shit else
It's gonna
in
be
that degree weather.
80 degree. Like shit. Like at least all the women that's wearing the short shit can just be on a real nice adventure. But this is Wisconsin, so tomorrow night is going to be cold in the bitch.
You said tomorrow night. Nah, I don't know. Tomorrow night gonna be cold. It's still gonna be nice as a motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. Well, consider to what part of the year we at. Normally it'd be cold and motherfucker around about this time.
Type shit. No. October's Indian summer. They be having Indian summer and shit in October. Nobody know what the fuck Indian summer really is, but I mean, hey,
Ain't that kind of racist? Why did they name that? Like, what are they saying? Like,
I have no clue. That's a good question.
where the fuck is this? Oh, it's a fucked up summer, so we just gonna call it the Indian summer.
Summer means it's really fall, but for them it was like summer.
No.
What they call it when they be in the huts.
Oh, they hunting and everything.
Yeah,
Cause we don't get shit. When it's black something, it's always bad.
it's just the black summer.
Like it's
Well,
black.
nah, because you got Black Friday. You know what I'm saying?
That's not
Where they give you a bunch of shit that ain't on sale and tell you it's on sale, and motherfuckers go out there and buy that shit like idiots.
and get the duking it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like for the Popeye sandwich. That motherfucker good, but it wasn't penitentiary good.
Nah,
I ate that motherfucker
I
like
still ain't had a Popeye sandwich
no,
yet.
it was pretty decent, but I wasn't finna go back to the penitentiary
Yeah,
first.
that chicken sandwich. Mic check 1 2.
Can you hear us? Are we being heard? We saying some good shit.
Yeah, I was checking because I can't hear it in my headphones, so
Okay.
that's why I was curious.
If y'all
I got
can't hear
curious.
us and y'all just see our lips move,
Okay, I definitely can
could
hear
y'all
it now.
please let
Damn,
us
can
know?
you hear us? What's going on? We gotta say what's up to a homegirl, Emily. What's going on, Em?
I can hear y'all loud and clear.
What's going on, lady? How you doing?
I'm still at work.
You still like what?
Man, I had some money issues and some fucking a lot of bullshit.
Being an
Yeah,
adult sucks sometimes.
yeah. Money issues is
But it's
bullshit.
okay because I get paid by the hour.
No, okay.
So you good?
Yeah, no salary shit. That shit sounds.
I mean, shit, you right down the street, but I know you gotta get home to the kids. I'm gonna say you could have pulled up to the hole in the wall. I would have hooked you up with a drink, maybe some tequila or something.
Because I actually want to
Bless
see
us
what
with
she
your
look like. I
presence.
ain't never seen.
So I don't go
I
home.
heard her voice.
Huh?
You trying to make sure I don't go home, huh?
He
You
tends to
got
do that. He
kids.
tends to
Come
do that.
on, nah. I would
He
not
tend to
do
do that.
something like that.
You got to be able to. I
Gotta
love
make
my
sure you go
brother,
home.
but you got to be able to tell Whip no. What you gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no.
I don't know what these guys are talking about. I just try to make sure the right ones have a good time. That's
Man,
it.
we never denied that part. We just said at some point you gotta tell you no.
No.
Thank you.
Hey, you learned back in elementary school, peer pressure is a motherfucker. Don't let these guys tell you to say no.
Man, you gotta learn how to tell him no, because the
You are
party
an
gonna
adult.
happen.
You are an adult and you make adult decisions.
The party
That's
gonna
it,
happen.
that's all.
Somebody coming out their clothes. It's going to be a good time.
What the hell? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who saying anything
I'm
about
just
coming out
I'm
of
just
clothes?
talking about how the parties went.
Shit. Well, our parties did go somewhat that way, like that.
Somewhat.
Nigga, we grown now. We grown now.
We're grown now.
We grown.
That's what I said. You gotta learn how to
I
say no.
don't want y'all having him feeling some type of way or looking at me differently now. I'm like, oh, what's happening? Well,
What had
your
happened
family
was
said.
what had happened was.
So this is what you be on, huh?
I'm just
Hey man, whoever tried this right here, I don't know if y'all can see this on the camera. But this ain't bad. I haven't tried this flavor. I went up to Woodman's to go get me some tequila. And hold on, let me just put it in front of my camera right there. Oh, your camera looking better. I had tried this, and the peach flavor was good, and the green apple was good. I didn't try the fruit punch, but this is some new shit that's out right now. So if you see your kids walking down the street with this shit,
Snatch it
it's
out
liquor.
The
This is liquor. This is not a juice box, even though it's a beat box. It's telling you something.
Women's done changed. Like, back in the day, women's
Hey,
had
you
all
know
that
what?
kind
I'm gonna be honest. I like the fact that Milwaukee finally been caught up with times because now you can go to the liquor store and have a good time while you're trying to find your good time. Because they letting you try all type of liquor in the liquor stores now. When I was in Texas, you'd be drunk before you walk out the damn store because there's about like 20 people in there. Here, try this. Here, try this. You could have been to mix all type of damn liquor, drinking all up in Texas and stuff.
Everything's bigger in Texas plus the time.
Man, look.
I learned that the hard way.
I said plus the time.
Plus the time.
I ain't trying to find none of that.
They
shit.
might as well just put a whole fence around that motherfucker. It's just like, fuck. We was just gonna lock everybody the fuck on up.
Type shit. So with that being said, I want to talk. I want to talk something about some food. But first and foremost, it's about that time that we walk on down this path with Brother Oz here. Y'all know what time it is. Time to take a trot down the yellow.
We're going down this yellow brick road. Let's see how far we end up going. Now, this one, everything's about Diddy, but we're gonna talk about Big Brother 50 Cent. Like how he just I'm just gonna let it speak for itself.
He said, I don't want a problem, but if there's a problem, there's no problem.
I don't ever want a problem. But when they say they want a problem, I say no problem.
People look at you as a bully.
I don't know. They miss the person irritating me.
It's
They
perspective.
didn't see that part.
Perspective.
They see my response to the person, and I look and I go, "What the? You think I ain't got time to with you?" A lot of it doesn't make sense. A lot of it doesn't. There's no gratification out of it. I just like sometimes people want attention. I say, well, here's more attention than you want. So now you feel so uncomfortable that you wish you didn't do that, don't you? It's just the concept. It's a personality. It's a character flaw that I have. And look, don't think you weren't a part of how it developed, because you were participating on social media and gave me these habits.
What's fucked up is like when he said that, it made me think about myself. Like, damn, I got that part of character flaw too. Like, I tell people to leave me alone because you're not willing to go as far as I'm willing to go.
I'm willing
to go. But
your bucket might not be the same size as my bucket.
Yeah,
It might be a little deeper with your
a
bucket.
little deeper. Like, I don't believe eye for an eye. I believe eye for a lung or a kidney. Like,
What he said was a buck, though. I don't want no problems, but if a person want problems, no problem.
no problem.
No problem.
Like you said, you just didn't think I had time to. Oh, you thought because I was doing these shows that I still didn't have time to get in your business? Oh no, I got time for that. I got most definitely. Like, but
My nigga's a petty king.
yeah, ooh.
Petty king. I mean, I love it though. If you like it, I love it. But that nigga,
It was
he ain't
just
no
like,
joke.
the
Don't
man's-
fuck with dude.
The man so petty. Chris Brown tried to copy him years later.
Oh yeah.
It didn't get the recognition like how 50 did it because he did it first, but
I hate to say it, but man, I don't know what the fuck. That nigga 50, it's gotta be at least 26, 27 hours in that nigga day.
man,
Cause for him to be busy, that nigga still will get on your ass. It's like
he ran on demon time.
That's it.
Yeah.
Open the back door and let that be.
All right.
Yeah, it was like with that.
Hey, bring some ice with you too.
I'm gonna say
bring some ice down with you.
with the whole thing of like to even thought about like I'm with 50 with that, it was fucked up, but I still had to take my hat off to him because it's like that man's mind is going. Cause who'd have thought of doing that to somebody? This man cleared out the whole front row. And so that means Ja Rule still had to perform when it was empty all in front. So that man had to think about this like, how can I shut the club down and piss this nigga off to where like something like that I'd have had to see fit. Like for real. Like just cause how can you it's nothing you can do to out top that. So we gotta go viral. We got to. Cause there's nothing I can do to you for you just to pay you back. You cleared my whole front row of this concert. So hopefully it wasn't like the FISM or shit like that. You know, maybe hopefully it was something petty or something small. But and then he was like, I only spent $1,500 to clear the whole damn thing out. Nigga, we gotta see each other now. You just way too much. But we gonna now this one we still talking about Big Brother 50. Now I didn't know this, but this is something that he did way back in the day.
If ever there's been a prophetic song, this is it. In 2001, P. Diddy and G-Dep released a song called Let's Get It. Diddy features on the second verse where he opens up by saying this.
I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me. Send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me.
Ironically, the number 24 on Diddy's jersey was the year he was arrested. Diddy continues his verse with a not so subtle warning to his peers.
Cats wanna leave me for dead, you're coming with me. You're coming with me.
Coming to the end of his verse, Diddy suggests a possible hiding place.
Hide out in Asia.
That's good. The craziest part of this story is, Diddy didn't even write his verse. 50 Cent did.
Make this money. Oh, the G-Dep joint. Yeah. You wrote that?
And to top things off, 50 also wrote Diddy's verse on the I Get Money remix, where he has him saying this.
Bo knows, but Diddy did it. Shootouts, coastal beef, shit, Diddy did it.
God damn.
Nigga, spent Christmas in jail.
That nigga is out of line, bro. This nigga is out of line. Play it again. Play it again.
If ever there's been a prophetic song, this is it. In 2001, P. Diddy and G-Dep released a song called Let's Get It. Diddy features on the second verse where he opens up by saying this.
I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me. Send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me.
Ironically, the number 24 on Diddy's jersey was the year he was arrested. Diddy continues his verse with a not so subtle warning to his peers.
Cats wanna leave me for dead, you're coming with me. You're coming with me.
Coming to the end of his verse, Diddy suggests a possible hiding place.
Hide out in Asia.
That's good. The craziest part of this story is, Diddy didn't even write his verse. 50 Cent did.
Make this money. Oh, the G-Dep joint. Yeah. You wrote that?
And to top things off, 50 also wrote Diddy's verse on the I Get Money remix, where he has him saying this.
Bo knows, but Diddy did it. Shootouts, coastal beef, shit, Diddy did it.
God damn.
Nigga, spent Christmas in jail.
I still miss that shit, but I'll catch it next time. I'm looking at, hey, look.
They said 50 wrote.
What's going on?
50 wrote the Let's Get It, and then he also wrote that I Get Money remix.
Yeah.
And basically, nigga, at the end of it, nigga, 50, I think he was laughing away. It wasn't about that one, but he was laughing. He said, nigga got to spend Christmas in jail.
Oh, type shit. Oh, yeah. You know what? The crazy part about it is, I didn't see that motherfucker.
So, yeah, it's just that nigga 50. Like I said, he can be a role model. How petty you can be. So we got Miss K just walked into the hole in the wall. You know, she just wave hi everybody. She can't really see you, but you know, it'll still probably.
I don't know, was that a joke on the fact that I can't really see, or like was that a play on? I really can't see the people.
It depends on which one. It ain't gonna give me.
Welcome, Miss KB Easy. How you doing, young lady?
How am I doing?
I'm doing well.
I should be able to hear people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're talking about.
You can hear. You can take a sneak peek over here. I didn't get a chance to put the screen on and shit, but That's the next thing that's gonna happen. Hulu. What up? What up? What up? What up?
What's going on?
Be careful on that because that motherfucker will come down.
Ooh, this nigga look old than a motherfucker. Boy,
Man.
he let it get him.
Yeah. You know, we're doing a little something.
Yeah,
What's going on, short dog?
Got everybody down here in the hole in the wall. You know,
getting it in. So my only thing I gotta say about this is when he make the motherfucking documentary on this, that's just gonna be crazy.
50?
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's like just a fun. You should. That
I think I got a bottle of water upstairs. I gotta double check on that.
This ain't juice. This ain't juice. We learned that months ago.
No, that ain't juice. That's something else.
Yeah. At first, when he had it in his hand, I thought it was a regular juice box.
Nah, it's not a regular juice.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck you expect?
That's something we would have helped us out in school.
Hey, a white lady gave it to me. That's what make it even better.
Oh.
It's wine based. This is supposed to be wine based.
Supposed to be wine based.
It's supposed to be wine based. So we gotta see what this is. All right. Moving on down. What we got next going on?
Where we going next is the lady right here. We're going to interview Miss K and her endeavors. That's her line. Is that just clothing, or you got to get closer to there? You go.
Wait a minute.
Scoot.
He got to stop being greedy with the mic. You know we can speak up. There we go.
Hi, everybody. I am Miss K. I am the owner of the collection. I do sell men's and women's clothing and accessories. Mostly women's clothing, but I try to get it in for the fellas a little bit too.
Oh, that's what's up.
It's a little something.
Just. So, what type of designer do you have for the fellas?
For the fellas, I do mostly jogging suits. Guys like to throw and go and keep it moving. I do some graphic tees. I did Biggie, Tupac, couple of graphic scenes, but for the fellas, I keep it real basic.
Okay. So is that the only endeavors that you have going at this point in time?
No, I actually own K Mazing, which is an umbrella for my companies. I actually do party setups, party rentals. I just did a wedding where we did the serving for the wedding. So I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Oh, okay. Always knew how to throw a good party.
Absolutely. If I throw the party, trust and believe. I mean, I ain't no K Diddy, but life does happen.
Oh! She's the one that was always with us when we said the whipped cream and the chocolate syrup, and somebody closed.
Didn't I just tell you that I wasn't K Diddy? That was the throw for not putting that out there.
I'm sorry. It was like we done told the stories, and this is a participator completely. Like we always say, where was the parents? Like
shout out to the parents that let us move and groove, because definitely was not on the scene.
And she just recently bought her a house.
I did. In July, I purchased my first home, 3-bedroom, full basement, 1.5 bath. I'm a boy mom of 2, so yeah, I don't like sharing my bathroom with those people.
I wonder if she's gonna let us throw a party in the basement.
Hell no.
Damn. Wasn't even thought about it.
They just ran that case on Diddy. Do you think I would actually get on the internet knowing, let's just be honest, when the time presented itself, it wasn't an internet situation?
I think you'd be good as long as you don't have a lube shirt.
The lube. Why was everybody just still focused on the lube?
I don't really understand the lube situation.
When you got all them dildos, you need lube.
Yeah.
So they said they was having sex for hours and hours and hours and hours,
which
to it turned to days on end.
That sounds like a good time.
Anybody would dry the fuck up.
I'm sorry. But technically,
nut wise on both sides.
Technically, that's not really healthy.
It's not.
Like, you need to go home, shower, relax, rest, eat something besides coochie, or swallow something besides dick. But I mean, that's just me personally.
Some people like their vitamin D. What can I say?
feel like all parties should end at 6 a.m. You need to go home.
Shit, damn, you shouldn't be partying.
You need to go home.
What'd you say, Bulu? Man, hey, yeah,
Here's the
type
thing.
shit.
In the event
Like
that
I
you
said,
have
y'all
just
can
started
come
at
to the
6
bar.
a.m.,
Y'all
roll
come
on
to the bar.
to
Y'all
6
ain't got to sit
p.m.
over there on the
I
sideline.
just feel like 12 hours is the max you need to be outside partying and have not showered again.
I'm going to reevaluate my life way before that. Like we just said, you got to learn how to say no.
Man, look, hold on. For some of the parties that we used to have, our shit
I'm gonna give you
lasted for a
the
very
disclaimer I just
long
gave.
time.
There will be no K Diddy exposure on the live internet. The way he just indicted that man, my fingerprints ain't even right.
But you just gave yourself up with saying that. Now inquiring minds want to know. That's fucked up. You just made the whole internet. This is the internet. Inquiring minds always want to know.
For the inquiring minds that would like to know, and for the internet, P. Diddy ain't the only one. Let's be clear. He didn't just get this started. Let's be clear.
That's facts.
We're talking about things that happened over 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. And these fellas is not lying. We partied. Mm-hmm. It happened. Mm-hmm. So for the people that are just like, oh no, P. Diddy and dildos and lube, it's like, I want to say grow up.
I gotta say grow up.
The only reason I want to say grow up is because P. Diddy parties were adults. Now the whole Jeffrey Epstein situation, that's different.
That's very different. I do
not condone anything to do with children.
Well, they did say it was some children at Diddy parties.
Any event that there was some children at Diddy's party, I do not condone.
Nah, the only crazy part about it, hold up. The crazy part about it was we was not kids, we was teens, even though most people say that was kids. We didn't have the dildos and the lube and shit. We had Kool Whip chocolate syrup and other things, but we didn't need
time.
And a lot of time.
A lot of time.
Now the Gangsta Paradise party, I would think some motherfuckers should have been out of like fluids at the Gangsta Paradise parties, man. As much shit, fucking and everything was going on, and them was 24-hour. No, them was 48-hour parties.
I would like to say on the internet, I ain't attend those. But moving forward.
No, KB Easy was not at none of the Gangsta Paradise parties.
Because it's only so far you need to take
Now she was at the I can say a few other parties, you know,
sit here and
when Strip Down Production came into full effect in them parties, she was at
Strip Down Production parties. The original Pussy Pound, not the new girls that are doing things. The original COT. I just never got into the internet stuff. That just wasn't.
But that's because the internet wasn't around then.
We didn't have that. We
didn't have that.
Show we wouldn't.
That just wasn't the vibe, and I really think that. I mean, I hate to say it like this, but on a real note, mind your business.
And I'm gonna say this before Oz can say it, because Oz always like saying this one. Yeah, the police got that picture book that I had. I guess I would be on that level of.
Shout out to the girls in the picture.
Hey, shout out. Hey, man, type shit. Y'all did y'all thing in them pictures. Man, look.
Sherman.
But we did a lot of parties. The only one I can say they would be considered to be Diddy parties, but not Diddy. We had our own dealer, which was Choo Choo. Choo Choo, the Dirty Mac was the dealer back then. We wasn't. We fucked with everybody that was of age, and some of them females was lying about their age because they was older. So we done fucked with our age and up.
That's why I said the parenting, like, why wasn't nobody forced to go home? Like,
man, I guess some of them mothers was letting us stay at their house.
Yeah, that was
some shit. You know,
let's not chit chat.
But you know what? I ain't gonna even lie. Some parents, man, I don't know. I guess we was just lovable back then because the mama just used to let us over. But I ain't gonna lie, it was
the
one.
Mamas was humping on most of them.
Hell yeah. Man,
That's
hold up,
bro. The mamas was humping on most of them.
Because my cousin Tammy, I used to fuck around with her guy. Her guy had a birthday party. Matter of fact, she used to live right over here off of 76th Street. I go over her house, and the mama come in like, "What I tell you about having boys in the house and this, that, another?" I'm like, "Oh shit, let me get ready to get on the body." She's like, "You sit there, don't worry about it." Why the fuck her mama going around and get a little bit more comfortable? Now, hold on. Man, I found out because like, old girl was strapped for her age, but her mama was strapped for her age.
Her mama came through with the car.
You know what I'm saying? So her mama came in the room, went into the kitchen with this nightgown thingy on, but she had a fat ass.
So we saying back then molestation
Man,
was it was ran rapid, but we didn't have like you said, didn't have the phones and all that shit. Like, you know, I'm gonna honestly
nigga didn't go post that shit on the internet. You had to go run and tell somebody, nigga.
You wouldn't have your girl by morning.
And let's just be honest. At that time frame, at that age, who believed you?
No, man.
You weren't there. So if you wasn't one of the in crowd, you were lying.
Yeah. And at that time, we was the in crowd. When motherfuckers wanted their parties jumping, they hit us up because we was the crowd that brought the crowd. Motherfuckers expected some shit to go down when we threw parties.
Yeah,
it was going down. We had the most hypest basement
y'all
parties
didn't
ever.
disappoint.
Nah, we definitely didn't disappoint.
I'm not judging. I'm just.
I mean, hey.
Didn't disappoint.
Let's say if you was there, you was a witness and you was an accomplice. So
you was an accomplice,
and that's why I said on the internet.
Hold up, and you might have been,
you
might have been. I ain't gonna say taken advantage of, but victim. Victim that became a
you might have been exposed
predator
to things that
you might have been a victim that got that became a predator. Because when I say a victim that became a predator, this shit happens. You got, and now you made it your point to get the motherfucker back.
Man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got before.
Seems like the law of
I got. I got. But see, I got because I got set up by my brother. My brother set me up to get got. Now hold on, you was here.
He was talking about
one of the motherfuckers. I ain't talking about the church. I'm talking about Tammy basement.
Oh, the basement.
When it was 3 young ladies that boxed me the fuck in. That boxed me in. Because I got motherfuckers.
Man.
But all of a sudden, you know, them 3 got.
I'm giving them the predator.
Them 3 got by the titty bandit.
Thought you was safe because you was light skinned.
Look, I was safe because I was the DJ.
Man.
But
you seen house parties? See how they treat them alive?
Man, look. Man, look.
I went through so many motherfucking shirts. You used to be like, man.
Hey, but it was your fault that you brought that chocolate syrup out. See, at least I was smart enough to do Kool with.
Man,
you brought out chocolate syrup.
Matter of fact, it was.
Huh?
Matter, you said, was it Nestle? I said, matter of fact,
it was. No, it was Hershey. It was Hershey. It was Hershey chocolate syrup.
And in that moment, you found out chocolate syrup didn't come out of clothes.
Man,
look. Because when he got motherfuckers, he let himself get got. I never let myself get got. Unless, well, I ain't gonna lie, it was certain selected ones that I let.
In the basement party, you really can't see nobody, especially when they got the red and blue light.
Man, we kept the blue light. Fuck the red light. The red light lets you see it. The red light lets you see a little too much.
You know exactly who you was doing it to.
Exactly. But hold up. Hey, you know what was beautiful back then too? You knew the girls was really girls at that time. And half of them didn't wear 10 tons of makeup. You know what I'm saying? So you knew what you was getting yourself into. You didn't have to worry about shit.
This would not be a makeup bashing session. But no, as young ladies back then, you know, you didn't.
Because majority of the time, like you said, if you was at the popular parties, it seemed like the same people showed up because they knew it was going to go down.
Yeah.
Especially the timer situation. That was a beautiful situation too.
Yikes.
But now parties nowadays are scarce. Because I done DJ some high school parties and I seen all the dudes standing on one side, all the girls was in the middle.
And you cost $500, cost $500 to set it up.
And they don't get down with each other.
Party tables, decorations, and everybody standing on one side.
Yeah, everybody standing on one motherfucking side. All the dudes standing with the dudes, all the girls is dancing on each other. And you wonder why you got so many lesbians out here right now. Huh?
You know, we was the first people on Hood to Hood.
I'm trying to figure out why don't you support lesbians? What's going on? Now don't turn this into LGBTQIA.
I support the fuck out of lesbians.
Okay, thank you.
Because I'm a lesbian myself. I'm a lesbian myself,
Correct.
So I support lesbians to the fucking fullest.
But we was on the first Hood to Hood.
Hey, hold up. Now let me say this. I'm not against gay dudes either. You do your thing when you do your thing. You know, it's you doing you is you.
It's just like a vegetarian. If a person doesn't eat meat, that does not bother me. Just because he's having additional meat, that should not bother me.
It does not bother me at all. Hey, my cousin, hold up. My cousin was Omar before there was an Omar. So And he threw all the motherfucking after parties on the east side, and they was packed, and everybody showed up. I just learned how to get the fuck out of there by a certain time.
Midnight is normally
Because there was a certain time shit used to go down, and it was like, what the fuck?
11:30 to midnight is
hold
not safe.
on, I'm turning around, I'm looking at motherfuckers like something ain't right. I mean, we playing spades. That's how serious it was. You didn't sit down and play spades at the house because you weren't gonna be on that table long. You motherfuckers was playing spades, whooping ass, getting motherfuckers the fuck up out of there. So as I'm whooping ass, I'm just looking at the crowd. And
they was ready to whoop ass in another direction.
Nah, they wasn't. See, my cousin had his shit in order, man. So it wasn't no problems over there.
That's your business.
But when the
change in
when the cross dressers started coming in, the females was leaving. So as the females was leaving, the cross dressers was coming in. That's when I was supposed to get ready and get the fuck out of Dodge. But I learned that. I didn't know it at first, but I'm glad I stayed. Because now I got to seeing these so-called hood thug niggas, them deep boys off of Buffum. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there and their hand go on their hip and put their arms around this manly. I mean, you know, hey, like, come on now, man. You knew that was a total dude when that motherfucker came in here. Now, don't let the wig fool you. Don't let the mud flaps on the eyes fool you, nigga. You knew what that was. You ain't finna tell me that you didn't.
What was that? That meme I got up on the page was like, what was it, 1975 city?
Man,
look,
look, hold up. I'm gonna say this, KB. No offense to all the real ladies out here.
Again, I am not easily offended.
Once again, one of my guys, and this my dude because we used to work together. You know what I'm saying? He used to come when my team didn't show their ass up to work. He'd come down to the store work. He was a manager. You know what I'm saying? But he used to come down there and he used to fuck me up because he used to be like, T, you know we could talk, right? Soon as he say that, soon as he say that shit, I'm like, God damn.
No, we can't.
This nigga done got me. No, because the first time it was like, yeah, go ahead, man, you know, and he got to telling me a story. I was like, wait a minute. So the next time he told me that shit, I was like, nigga, all right, fuck it, go ahead, man, go ahead. So this nigga told me, and this what fucked me up about women, because I can see females doing this shit. And I feel like it's fucked up. If you ladies is out there doing this shit, something's wrong with y'all. And I'm gonna be honest, it is something wrong with y'all.
Well,
if you say so, this is what it is. This chick called him up. Now I forgot to put this out there. He gay. He like niggas. You know what I'm saying? He done fucked with a female or two. This chick called him up and said, hey, I want you to come over and eat my pussy. But then I want my baby daddy to be fuck you while you eating my pussy. I was like, wait a minute, nigga, hold up.
Okay, wait a minute.
I'm like,
flag on the plate.
Hold up. That was more than flag on the plate. That was unnecessary roughness on the offensive team.
We got a problem with you being that comfortable.
Cricket. Well, cricket.
Man,
look, I was like, hold up, man. Nah, like I said, at the end of the day, he always put a disclaimer in. So we got that understanding. Like, nigga, you don't cross this line and we good. I mean, he a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I already knew what it was. No, ain't no secret. Ain't no secret. I ain't gonna lie. I felt suspect on some shit before. Because, like, I done been to the crib, everything, but it was always on the females over there. So that's one thing I like about what they do. Oh yeah, they keep the right ones. They keep the man. You can go in there and get the picking like man. And he gonna tell you like, hey nigga, yeah, that one right there. Nigga. I'm telling you, gonna like that one. You know what I'm saying? So he cool with me.
Now in the self-defense of women that are bisexual, most women are comfortable seeing their man with another woman. It does not cause
no. See, that was another woman. That was another woman.
For the bisexual male, that is a completely different.
So that's my point. Why would this chick invite him over? Now he probably ate her out. Hold up. He probably ate her out numerous of times. That's why she wanted that because he probably did a good job. But why would you feel comfortable asking this man?
I'm finna tell you. I'm finna explain to
you. Let your baby daddy smash him.
I'm finna explain it to you.
So that means you gonna give you. So that means you want the dookie dick.
Somebody gonna be on the dookie.
Because I mean you coming next. You want the dookie dick?
Okay, so in those situations, first off, a condom is used, so it's pre-clean like a chick.
Hey, some don't. Some don't. I'm just saying, some don't.
For the ones that don't, you obviously know this person. Y'all have done this before. Because just like if you, who said the swingers?
Hold up, that's a different level of swinging, man. That's a different level.
But he is correct. That was what I was going to segue into. To be honest with you, when you go to swingers mansions, swingers parties, the ones that are cut and dry, damn near corporate, you have to come with your paperwork or have sent your paperwork previously. They know doctor paperwork because 9 times out of 10 it's a doctor throwing the set. That's that doctor's mansion or he rented it. Secondly, again, if you know your man is bisexual, you almost know which area of the mansion to go in. You don't go into the part of the mansion where you see straight men and straight women. You don't take him into, you know what I'm saying? You don't make him uncomfortable because you already know this is taboo. So for a bisexual female to deal with a man, that's the end. That's okay. You could be my man, you could be my man, and I can tell you, babe, go out, kick it with the fellas, come in about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Don't come in here past 2:15. You're going to be like, first off, we don't do curfew, you know what I'm saying, 2:15. But it's going to click like, 2:15. Got it. I'm here at 2:08. Nigga in the shower at 2:09. Because you know, and that's not offensive to you. It's the same way with bisexual men. You have to be a different level of open-minded to be able to call your bisexual friend over so that your guy can, you know what I'm saying, smash the cash. But as for me, in my household, we shall serve the Lord. I am not comfortable dealing with a bisexual man because, like you said, there is different bacterias and all. You know, it gets into that type of situation. Whereas to you liable to walk away with something that you didn't have at first, and it not be an STD. But again, we get into an argument because that's how women is. What's the first thing I'm gonna say?
Well,
you good. Your ass up out of here, nigga.
Let me tell you a story where I talked.
Nigga, you ain't saying that when you let him come and fuck you in the ass. Like, wait a minute.
Where I talked to
at the reunion.
when I was in the penitentiary, I had to tell this blood nigga, like, you can do what you do, long as it don't interfere with my time. Because if I get burnt up, I'm going upside your head with this shitter brush. Like the shitter brush. Like
go right up the toilet situation. But yeah, it's different.
Like this motherfucker. Like one thing about what you learned in the penitentiary, the true punks bring the real ones out. Like Absolutely. You know, everybody gang member, everybody tough and tough. Then when that featherweight show in, then all of a sudden y'all want to kick it with the man and start, you know, eating with him. And I was down in the tanks where they gave us our own cubicles. Now this motherfucker, he started fucking with the pump. Well, I'm sorry, I don't want to. Well, whatever.
He's just using it as a derogatory jail term.
Sorry,
LGBTQIA plus community is welcome.
Blood niggas start messing with him.
Like 2 other.
LGBTQIA because it's all inclusive now.
Okay,
damn.
She added 2 more.
So, needless to say, this blood nigga start fucking with the man. And now the blood nigga people looking for him, so he ain't even going out to like dinner or nothing else like that. He ain't doing none of that. So
this nigga done found him a boo in jail.
Man, and that's where 99% of the boos come from.
But now, you know what? But what people don't understand in Texas,
you don't think so?
Yeah, I ain't against beating my meat.
Out here,
I ain't
so
against beating my meat.
And then boom, they got a boot.
In Texas, if you get caught with homosexual activity, they hit your people.
Keep going back to jail. You'll be like, nigga just got out of here. Boom, he's right back in there.
Yeah, that's where it's supposed to come from.
Like that, to me, that's where the booze come from. But
been already out there.
True, because no matter your, how would you say, no matter your atmosphere, it's not going to change you into who you are. Like, if you don't believe in something, you don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? You can read up on it, research it, and still be like, okay, that's your belief. But again, I don't believe it. Again, I like to use vegetarians because they don't eat meat. That don't negatively affect the fact that you may want to continue to eat meat. And they can tell you the nastiest thing about meat. You be like, you need to put some garlic on it, some seasoning salt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to barbecue it next time. It's not going to. It's not going to persuade you to be like, oh, you know what? I don't know. So nobody can persuade you to be like, well, you know what I'm saying? You know, you look kind of thick. Right. Can't nobody persuade you into a whole situation of a lifestyle like that.
Get this shit. This shit is kind of strong.
Huh?
Hey, what you mean? Drink this.
You said that shit kind of strong. Hey, it's electric.
That's a very wild container, might I add.
Hey, we do a self-sponsorship. We do a self-sponsorship. With that being said, this straight from us. We do all of it. So with that being said, I gotta give a shout out one more again, even though he didn't come through, so he might be on here watching because I sent him the link too. Rome over there, Perkin Boys on the grill. I can't lie, great food though. That meatloaf,
the meatloaf,
yeah, man, that meatloaf go hard. The greens, the mac and cheese, you know what I'm saying? All that go hard. That's my go-to on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? That cheeseburger plate is fucking fire. Right now, Center Street. Since Center Street is gone, Ritz is gone. So everybody, that's what I was gonna say. But Center Street, I don't know. They probably back in business. Center Street been down. So I know when we was at North, nigga, we went to Center Street, got that. But that's what I said. We got the Center Street. We got Ritz cheeseburger plates. Like right now, I gotta say, as being a faithful to the Center Street, you know what I'm saying? Ritz was good. Center Street was the Mecca. Yeah. But right now, Perkin Boys is knocking them out the box. Huh? It's right on Brown Deer Road in that strip mall across the street from the post office. Yeah. I gotta look up the address. I don't know the address. Hey, I go by landmarks, but Perkin Boys
18-22 West Brown Deer.
Yep, 681822 West Brown Deer Road is in that strip mall, and they got a hall also. So on Sundays they do a live band up in there, so it's players. Only thing I'm not a big seafood person. They do a lot of seafood and chicken wings when they doing the live band. But
that sounds like that to give you shit.
If you want that cheeseburger plate,
seafood and
I'm talking about a cheeseburger plate like you make at home, that's what you getting. It's on toast, man. And they got some specialty season, man, that I don't know what it is, but they won't tell me either.
Of course they won't.
Man, I was trying to get that specialties. Man, they got it's like silk slivers of crystal on there, man. So I know it's like some salt and some seasoning.
That could be meth.
Well, no wonder I keep going back to get that burger. It's like a sliver crystal, some type of it's seasoning, man. It's seasoning. I don't know what it is, but it's good though. Trust me. If you ain't tried it, try Perkin Boys. Me and him got a beef going on only because, but see, now he was slick. This nigga was slick. He's like, man, text me, and I got you when it come down to the lasagna. Cause I've been waiting to catch that lasagna. Because everybody don't make a good fucking lasagna when you got a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't make good lasagnas, huh? I know how to make lasagna, man. You know. So I'm a pasta connoisseur. You know what I'm saying?
We know how to make a lasagna, but he can't be Raheem.
Man, I don't
Raheem, the lasagna is.
Man, I don't know. Hey Jay.
Raheem lasagna be the shit.
So he trying to knock me out the box. Like, you know what? Hold on.
He do.
I never ever said that I make the best damn lasagna. But
Whip around like this lasagna good to a bitch.
Hold up. Rocky said
he couldn't be Raheem.
Hold up. Rocky had all the ladies at our Halloween party that we threw at my head because I made that chicken lasagna. And she was like, oh, he got that award-winning chicken lasagna. She came over there, so you got that award-winning? I said, it ain't never won no awards that I know of, but
speaking of Halloween, if y'all know any parties that's coming up, let us know because I love Halloween. I most definitely love Halloween and Thanksgiving.
We got the church lady herself joining us tonight live.
Is that sister?
Yeah, that's our sister, Rita. What's going on? She ain't showing no boobies today. She's staying in the dark. All you can see is them fat ass cheeks and her teeth. That's it. And her nose.
Hello, brothers.
She making sure you ain't seeing nothing. But hey, you know when you smile, your cheeks look like titties anyway. They look like little titties without nipples. So you still trying to show some type of boobage.
We had that conversation too about his fascination with breasts.
What about my fascination with breasts?
I'm not judging you.
You're not judging.
Man, look. Breasts can't fart on you, motherfucker, and it's comfortable. It's huggable, lovable, and suckable. I've been saying this shit for years.
You catch the
Oh, God.
Yeah, I didn't call it a bad titty before. I had this conversation the other night. I called a bad titty before.
Bad titty.
Bad titty. That titty so sour, and I like lemon.
Water up under that
Hold on, I like lemon, but that motherfucker was that motherfucker was disrespectful to Sour Patch Kids. It made your tongue just roll up in your mouth after it slapped the shit out you like you was bullshit. Like man, like you knew you were gonna get your titty sucked on the spot. Them motherfuckers should have been washed, clean, and everything else. Like man, this is fucked up. You sour, your bra sour, like man, your nipple sour. This is disrespectful to titties. You disrespected titties by a long shot by having them that damn sour. I mean, shit, your shit was worse than motherfucking not cranberry. What's that shit? What's the big orange?
Grapefruit.
Your shit sour than grapefruit juice. Like man, that's bad. That's bad, huh? Who, Rita? Oh no, sis. I'm not talking about. Hey, we ain't talking about her titties. Hey, look. Hey, bro. I think about it like that. First and foremost, this is straight from us.
But wait a minute, pause. I'm gonna take it back. You see how that made you feel? Like that's the church. Like, see, that's the atmosphere. See, you can't change the person's beliefs. You know,
but when it's all said and done, one thing I learned a long time ago, bro. The one reason why I went to church, because half the freakiest females was there. Goddamn, I seen some of the biggest, prettiest titties I ever seen at church.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I'm not wrong. Why?
I want to be clear. I'm not inviting you to church. To be at church.
Wait. Hold on. I'm finna come to Whipp's. Wait. I'm gonna come to Whipp's defense.
What up, bro?
For the first time, I'm coming to Whipp's defense.
For the first time ever?
Nigga, when I got out, I went to church the following morning. Nigga, they was so strapped in like they just came from the club. I felt uncomfortable.
Come as you are.
I stayed in that motherfucker not even a half an hour.
Because your vision was not focused on what you needed.
No. That was so.
Hold on.
It was ridiculous.
Hold up. They said come as you are.
So wait a minute.
So they come as they is.
Hold on. Mind you, I was in Texas. I was out the following day. So shit, you ain't been slugging forever though.
I went to another conference. If you're not the come as you are, when I go to church, I go
listen,
haven't y'all ever wondered why it's a church house next to the church? And when you go in that church house, when you go in that church house next to the church, it's really just a bed up in that motherfucker and maybe a chair and a couch.
So first and foremost, you're talking about old school Baptist Pentecostal situations. Churches nowadays are a lot more.
Hold on. I'm not that way. I would throw the church out there that I'm talking about. I went to Bethlehem Temple and got blessed by titties on the side of the garage of the church.
At Bethlehem Temple.
You said what?
What was the denomination?
What was a denomination? Bethlehem Baptist. I think it was a Baptist.
Correct.
Church.
I just said you're talking old school Baptist.
Off of Center Street, off of Center and Buffalo. Nah, hey, I like non-denominational. I like non-denominational churches. I ain't gonna lie. But every other church I've been to did some things. Because like half of them chicks come straight from the club because they know the pastor gonna have that money on Sunday. So they trying to dress to impress. So when that pastor is looking out into his foundation, into his crowd,
to his flock,
to see who he want to pick and choose and see the best of the breast meat sitting out there on display.
Well.
Let the church say amen again. Hold up, think about it. Have you ever seen
that the pastor be tricking off with this?
You goddamn right they do. You think the pastor ain't tricking off your offering?
We're going on break. We're going ahead.
God bless you. God bless you with these offerings. God, hold up. God bless you with the best of the breasts.
I'm not going to hell with this crew.
God bless you with the best of the breasts. So I'm gonna bless you with these offerings.
Women and children
You
first.
guilty by association. You guilty by association.
So here we go.
And that's facts. But think about it. Half the old school pimps, where did they go? When the pimps wasn't pimping on the street no more, where did they go?
We used to go out there. You said that the pimps went to church to get the bitches.
Nigga, when the I ain't saying the pimps went to the church to get the females.
I gotta help Whip again.
The pimps then turned into preachers.
For a fact, the church opened. Hold on, wait.
They said the church pimp is hoes at church.
Listen, wait. Hold
titties at church.
Listen, the church opened up the first brothel.
Where did you get this information from?
You can Google it. They opened up the first.
Okay, well, I'll tell you heathens what at this point.
They opened up the first brothel.
I'll tell you heathens this.
Why we gotta be heathens? Because we tell the truth. Hold up. Where do they judge you the most at?
In a jury of your damn peers, because at church we can't lock you up.
At church, as soon as you walk in there, they like,
stop going to these churches.
Hold on. Do it not say in the Bible?
Look over like, I know this nigga did not come up in here like this. Do you see this shit? Then the next sister turn over, girl. Do you see how this
Those are people that are in church.
Do you see how this
that are actually there for God?
Do you see how this happened and came up in church?
But
going during church.
Hold on.
Huh? All the church mothers I know.
Do it not say in the Bible that what it say that taxmen and prostitutes will get to heaven before anybody else? Who said that? It said in the Bible.
If you can't quote the verse, don't just get the throwing out almost.
Okay, quote it.
No, I'm looking out for you, sweetheart. If you can't quote the verse.
So that's why everybody want to be a hoe in the pit?
No.
I just don't go to that type of facility.
Right.
No, they stop. It was saying,
hey, man. I say, man, y'all better knock that shit off, man. He ain't say no shit like that, man. The Bible.
We got Loco checking in.
Knock that shit off, man. I don't want y'all going to hell for false preaching and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said in the Bible it says it would be easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to get to heaven. They don't say nothing about no hoes and pimps going to heaven first.
Like I told him, if you can't quote it right, don't quote it. Take me to quote it.
Right.
Look, and see that's why I'm not quoting the Bible. I'm not quoting the Bible. I'm calling it like I see. God damn, this nigga trying to get me fucked up. I'm not quoting the Bible. I just call it like I see it. Hey, shorty. Hey, short dog. Say what up to Loco.
What up, Loco?
Come on now.
What up, Joe?
Steven is really looking at the scripture. Y'all pray for him.
He right there.
What up, Self?
Always
get that money, man.
Oh man, I'm down here in Texas, man.
Ooh, this shit look like something serious, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try this fruit.
Hey.
We're not saying that, but we're saying the part that you quoted was incorrect. You put two scriptures together.
Read what it say.
Because
it don't say nothing.
He put together what you said with what he's stating. Jesus said to them, "Truly I say unto thee, the tax collectors and the prostitutes go into the kingdom of heaven before you." He was talking to the crowd because they got healing.
Is that not what I said, bro?
He was talking to the false preachers though, the people that was discrediting the church.
Hey, hold on. With that being said,
and that's to come as you are good. That's a good come as you are.
Hey, so that must be. Hey, that must be the New Translation Bible. Oh shit!
I'm gonna bust a U-turn in this truck real quick because we're going too far into the gospel. We was not supposed to be going this far into the gospel. We are.
Man, you the one that started talking about church.
I only said I sucked some titties at church. That's all I was saying.
You a heathen.
Everybody drunk Uncle Harry.
Rita, don't you start.
You a heathen. You been a heathen.
Damn it, I'm not a heathen. What that makes you?
Not one.
Huh?
But for you heathens that can't get it together, or you all that do need a church home, please come visit us at Kingdom Faith Fellowship, 11919 West Bradley Road. We are available for you on Sunday morning.
You said that's Kingdom what?
8 a.m. Kingdom Faith Fellowship.
Or join me at Evolve Evolve Church.
Right here on Straight From Us Church
My
Plug.
uncle was the Archbishop of the
everything.
PCAF. Man, I grew up in church. Why you think I'm such a heathen?
In so many ways.
And if you can't make it to Kingdom Fellowship, make it to Evolve. We got 3 services: 9, 10:30, and 11.
We got a whole other church plug.
Pastor King.
Church plug. Loco just did another church plug. I'm gonna tell you the last time I've been to church.
What's the difference? Well,
it was like quite a few years ago.
The difference in the church that I go to is my pastor does not teach religion based. And when I say religion based, he don't teach
Nigga,
you like, oh, you got to be this religion or that religion. He teach you about having your relationship.
Give him some of that juice,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like
and he teach you about building that relationship, no matter where you at, what you doing, where you going, what you. I don't know. It's not like like with Pentecostal, you have to dress a certain way. You have to wear things. You're not allowed to.
Jay try
that.
I'm on say again. I love Straight From Us.
Hey, give me.
I love Straight From Us. I love Straight From Us.
On a Sunday, get up to preach and be dead.
If you don't get entertained here, I don't know where you get entertained at.
Like it's not.
I love Straight
From Us. The only time, hey, the only time we gonna get sensitive.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga just Chappelle over
Y'all some heathen.
Listen.
Because my pastor is just
we're still on the podcast, my nigga. Why you trying to get school?
Women, female pastors that preach and they cover up their titties.
What? Hold on, hey, I ain't gonna lie. That one pastor, I don't know who she is, but I just put her out there. She reminded me of Jill Scott. She has some healthy ass titties too. But man,
Lord have mercy.
Titties. I'm not.
I know who you talking about.
The one that just posted. She said all these women out here giving out their kibbles and bits and wondering why y'all can't find no husband. I'm like, see that's that real woman right there.
Here's the thing, and if we just gonna do that, since you done got me started. Here's the thing.
Here's what thing.
You ain't got to find no husband. Your husband finds the wife. The wife sacrifices the husband. So any woman that's standing up hollering, this why she can't find a husband, needs to stop telling lies. I don't need to find a husband. I need to present myself as thank you.
I want to have this conversation because there's a lot of videos out there, and I need you to get them, man. It's a lot of videos.
Hey, listen. She didn't say that women trying to find a husband. She said all you women out there that's calling these dudes dogs, you the ones that's picking the wrong dudes. That's what she said. She didn't say what Whipp said.
Honestly, why are you picking? Women present, men pursue. If you see a nice woman that you like and you maybe bump into your truck driver, you may be going back through her city again.
I am a truck driver.
Okay, so you're going back through her city again, and you liked what you saw because of her presentation.
But see, I wasn't disagreeing with you. I was disagreeing with what Whipp said because Whipp quoted it wrong. They wasn't looking for a husband. They was like, ain't no real good men out here. They all dogs. She said the only reason why you finding only reason why you getting dogs is because of what you do. It's not.
Hold on. I got y'all. Here it is right here. I got y'all. Hold on.
Who is that first off? Say who it is. And who is this your phone?
I don't know. She just looked cute to me.
And see, that's her problem. There she goes. She just told on her back. Yeah. Your husband can't stop looking. Here's the spirit guy.
She started off, you know?
No, she didn't. Because
somebody else coming.
Any woman that says all men stop talking. This is coming from their women. Any woman that stop talking say that all men stop talking. Her mama Her grandma was there. She is a known. A professional side. Like a grown woman walking around. Like when you get the army,
what you saying is she was saying all these women out here always saying all men are dogs. Most women that say all men are dogs because of the trauma that they went through. At the end of the day, that's why relationships don't last.
You said Adam and Eve like that. So like who was worse? Male or the female?
Who was worse or Lilith?
Lilith, yeah.
Technically, for me, in the Adam and Eve situation,
it wasn't Adam and Eve. It was Adam and Lilith. And then he made Eve because Lilith wouldn't bow down. Lilith, that's
what scripture is that?
What with Lilith?
Yes.
Lilith was Adam's first wife.
Yeah. Lilith wouldn't bow down. What happened?
I asked y'all a simple question. Yeah. When people don't give you the direct answer, that gives me the you don't know. What scripture was that? Find me the scripture with Lilith in it.
So the one thing I'm gonna say,
and Whipp should have told y'all here. Let's be clear on that. I'm not the conventional. I am whole.
Who's Adam's first wife?
Also spelled Lilitu or Lilies, is a feminine figure in Mesopotamian and
so he's married to a demon?
Theorized to be the first wife of Adam and a primordial she-demon.
She was the first. What happened was
Lilith couldn't find a scripture on it. You got me a Google breakdown.
I don't have the Bible. Okay.
Okay, so
hold on, let me
we're gonna leave the Bible situations alone until somebody brings out their word.
When God made Adam, he made Lilith off the dirt.
See,
now,
I hate being
Adam
me
was
sometimes.
supposed to run everything, but Lilith wouldn't bow down.
Where did Lilith come from? The dirt? So where was Adam made from?
The dirt.
So first off, she was a grimy bitch. She came from the mud.
Yeah, that's what happened.
She wasn't right no way.
After Lilith wouldn't bow down, after God told Lilith to bow down to Adam, and she said, hell no, because he was just made from the same way I was. Then he put Lilith out, put Adam to sleep, grabbed the rib, and then that's when he made Eve. Like, a lot of people don't know about it.
Hey, Oz, where you be coming up with this shit, man?
This nigga done read. He can read. He can read. He got his mans in there here backing him up. They on a team.
I would have rather you said it came from the Book of Enoch or something. Shit. That way, because motherfuckers ain't got that book, so we had to go research that. But you coming up with some bullshit, man.
Lilitu, or Lilies, is a feminine figure in Mesopotamian and Jewish mythology, theorized to be the first wife of Adam and a primordial she-demon.
Yeah, those the heathens Jesus was talking about wasn't gonna make it to heaven first.
Everybody put their disclaimers out there. Let me put my disclaimer out here real quick. I'm a firm believer in all this shit is written by men. So you got to make it make sense to me before I get to quote any goddamn thing. Because I'm gonna be honest. Hey, I started going to the church of Eddie Griffin for a minute because he was saying some shit that made some motherfucking sense. He was like, God made Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve had kids, and the kids got married to who?
Well, he say you gotta pray for discernment though, which is understanding. You know, you can read everything, but everything just because it's written by man don't mean that it's true. But most things are inspired by God, so you have to get God to give you understanding, you know, of what it is you read. Because in the Bible, it's a lot of things in the Bible that can be interpreted 1,800 different ways from one scripture.
Yeah, that's why they put walk by faith, not by
sight. Turn headphones up. I'm just hyping like this.
That's why they put walk by
so with
faith,
that being said, hey, hold up. With that being said, y'all know I'm the Charlemagne of the podcast, and I'm always do some shit. No, I'm just Charlemagne self-proclaimed, but because you know I'm gonna call it what I see it, but I can't quote none of this stuff, and she keeps saying Hey, where you get it from? What? No,
because
you know what? So I phoned a pastor.
Wait, is this a reputable pastor?
Yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong.
That's my brother.
That's brother wrong. Yeah.
That's my brother. I mean,
so I'm gonna let him speak for himself.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Speak for
Praise
himself.
the Lord.
Because he can talk that talk that I can't.
Pastor Ron, what denomination are you?
You got it logged in.
Oh.
I can't hear him. Can you hear him? You gotta add him in. Because he's still backstage.
It sounded like he said he the Church of Brown Deer.
No, he didn't. There we go. He's in there.
No, what's your question?
I was asking
what denomination are you?
Well, if I had to select the denomination.
No, you don't have to. Don't do nothing special for me. He said you were a pastor. What do you teach?
If I had to select the denomination, it would be Reformed. To answer your question.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What y'all saying? All right. No. So let's keep it. So let's keep this conversation going, even though this ain't where we supposed to be at. Because now I got somebody.
Okay.
That
can speak on your behalf.
That can speak on it. So one thing, the reason why I brung, because I know what you said, just because he's my brother. At the end of the day, one thing he do, he read and he studies. So he studies, huh?
Do
I have the same belief? You got the same belief as your brother? He can speak on it because he's credible. He's credible. I call up credible people. My brother is credible. Shorty, make me throw choppy. Make me throw choppy, Shorty. So, Ron, with it being said, go ahead, give a little background on yourself, so everybody can have a clear understanding.
What would you like to know? What's your question?
I got the app on my phone.
No, I said just give them a little background and on you.
Take my number though.
No, we don't do numbers.
What kind of background? What education?
As far as with when you be, I ain't gonna go as in deep to what made you become a pastor, because your grandfather was a pastor first and foremost. But when you decided to become, what all did you do?
Well, I went to school. That's the first thing. You have to be trained. So I went and got biblical training.
Because a lot of people take the walk. So like,
at what point did you feel the calling on your life? Because I absolutely understand biblical training, but at what point did you feel the calling? At what point were you ordained?
Well, if you mean at what point, I was around 22, 23 years old. And I didn't feel anything. It's not something that I wanted. It's something that I was forced into, kind of. So when I became a Christian, I had no desire to be a pastor whatsoever. So what kind of questions are you guys debating?
At first we was debating about Lilith. A lot of Lilith, Adam's first wife.
Adam's first wife was Eve. So everybody got different concepts. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you follow one,
I don't have an additional concept. Like I said, the whole Lilith thing was something I didn't understand. And if you can't give it to me in the Bible,
Lilith
then
was
you
Google,
can't give it
you
to
Google
me.
Lilith, right?
Flat out.
So Ron, what can you break that down for the ones that don't know when it comes down between Lilith and Eve? Yeah, everybody got different beliefs.
Well, everybody got different beliefs, but you have to say what is the basis of your belief. So if we're going to follow the Bible, God created Adam and Eve on the sixth day, and so there is no Lilith in terms of being married to Adam. It was Eve.
In the singular or plural, as a seducer or slayer of children, has a long prehistory in ancient Babylonian religion.
It's in past. What did it say in Isaiah 34, 14? Talk about.
But that's in the Jewish. It said that's in the Jewish thing.
Yeah, that's the real. That's scroll. That's official shit. Jewish shit. They back in scrolls.
I don't know. It was. What's the I don't know. Talking about the Bible got me banned from Facebook, so I stopped talking about it.
Yeah, social media will ban you.
They banned me from it because of it's like if you read the Bible, it contradicts a lot. And like in the
that's why version. Somebody version. Somebody version.
It's one
and that's what takes me to my case in point of what I said. Everything was man written. And then most of the religions are all the same. Now, my belief,
not really.
hold on. My belief was this: when it's all said and done, you can't say not really, man. Everything was man written.
Is completely different than
But
the Bible.
It's close. It's close to the same. Now, Jay finna tell you right now, it's close to the same.
The Quran say that it wasn't saying that Jesus wasn't there. It's just saying Jesus wasn't a prophet.
See, my granddaddy was a preacher. My grandma was a preacher, and I was like, I saw everything, like the real spirit, fake Holy Ghost, the real Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying?
And some people don't even teach
now you gotta
because it scares people off. It scares people off.
I don't agree with all the Bible, so my grandma asked me, "What? Damn, you in the streets?" Yes, man. I ain't grandma. So I know I'll be accountable for that. You feel me?
Because it says in the Bible,
if I run a church, I think you should just believe it's a God. They ain't know what he got on or what, nothing.
You can't judge a person by what they choose to wear or anything like that. In the Bible, we can all agree everything is to be done in decency and in order. So you, as long as you're not out of order and you're not being indecent.
But like Eddie Griffin said, man, when you're born, it's built in your essence. You know right from right, wrong from wrong.
Listen, I'm gonna say what part of the Bible really hit me. You remember when you was growing up, they taught you about David and Goliath? Do you know David was a killer?
Okay.
He sent the man to his death because he got his wife pregnant and still was able to keep the king.
I don't understand. What's the problem?
Most people of power are killers.
And Moses was.
I mean, I hate to say it like that,
and
but
this
most
is why
are.
when people address me and be like, "Good morning, Queen." Like, tell me a queen that you know that
God had Moses. God had Moses slaughter a whole thing, and he said he wanted everything killed from the babies to the animals to all.
Are you talking about Sodom and Gomorrah or
no? When not Sodom and Gomorrah. What did Moses do?
When he set it off?
Oh, he's going back to Google.
That's when he was freeing the slaves. When he asked Pharaoh to let the people go, Pharaoh did not. Pharaoh refused. So God was sending plagues and different things going on. You know, that's what he's talking about. And
like what I'm saying is like if the Bible is like that's why I said that's why they put that walk by faith, not by sight. Because if you do, it's gonna throw you off and you ain't gonna believe into none of it.
Well, I guess the Bible segment is over. Everybody done calm down and got a little quiet. Amen. Praise the Lord. I'm glad I was able to bring that out.
Make this offering go real today.
Listen, who gets to collect the offering though, low key?
Actually,
I feel like I'm a guest.
We finally we're gonna get to the segment. We're gonna get to the segment. We're gonna let money bring us into the segment. Hold up. We're gonna let money bring us into the segment of what it was actually supposed to be before we jumped into the Or do you want to leave it alone? Oh,
yeah, we had 113. So you know what? I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna bring it in to what the segment was supposed to be about, and I'm gonna say it like this. I already told Oz already. I wasn't thinking today would be the right day to go into this particular segment because I felt like it's too soon. But today we supposed to really been talking about the death of our parents. Because all of us on this podcast has lost a parent. Jay has lost both. Oz has just lost his mother. I had lost my father.
And Kay lost her mom.
And I lost my mom.
Huh? And Loco lost his mother. You know. So that's what this segment was going to be about. And it is simple. I mean, it's hard to say it's simple. When you get
he didn't want me to break out crying, and if I did, y'all came with me anyway, so I was gonna cry.
I could choke you out easily, so we're not gonna go that way. I could choke you out easily, so we ain't gonna go that way.
What? To get my purse and leave the scene of the crime?
All
right, guys.
It would never be one.
All right, man. Thanks.
Thanks, Rob. So with that being said, oh, you can turn this down now. Oh my god, damn, shit! I had nerves put this on my head, like, woo-hoo. That's loud. All right. So with that being said, it's hard when it comes down to it to losing a loved one in general. And I'm saying in general because you got brothers, you got sisters, you got cousins. You got cousins that was like your brother or your sister or, so on and so forth. But losing a parent definitely hits a lot fucking different. I don't care if the parent was in your life, not in your life, tried to be in your life, however it goes. Losing a parent is a lot different. When it comes down to me and my pops, like literally, it was a lot of things going on through the childhood. He wasn't there 100%, but he made it his point to be present. He made it his point. So when he moved back to this city, me and him was together a lot, a whole lot, And the funny part about it is this: he tried to do every little thing to get me stuff, to all types of stuff. I was like, Pops, man, you ain't gotta do that, man. We out. He buy me lemon pies and lemon cookies, everything lemon, because he know I like lemon. He's like, man, Pops, you ain't gotta do that. We good. He's like, oh, I'm just saying, man, I ain't got no problem with getting this for you, It's like, Pops, man, you ain't gotta do that. And when it comes down to it, the only thing I can say is when you do what you're supposed to do with any one of your loved ones, it's hard, but it makes it easy. And most don't get that. But when I say it's hard, it's always hard to lose a loved one. But when you did what you're supposed to do, it's easy to be able to let go. When it comes to
what's up?
Man, it's okay to cry. You know what I'm saying? That's your mom. And any motherfucker that got something to say, they could try to whoop both of us. I'll be back next Friday for them to fuck with me. But I mean, that's like Whip said. When you lose somebody that close, that shit hurt, bro. And you ain't gotta hold back for no motherfucker, bro. Nobody.
Thank you, bro. You don't know that.
I'm just gonna piggyback where Whip left off at. I lost my mom 5 years ago, and like he said, I can be triggered at any moment by any little thing. But I do always tell people, due to the fact that I was a child that was there, I was a present child. My mom was sick off and on for about 12 years. And anybody that knew my mom before she got sick, you knew my mom probably had a pistol in her purse at any given time. And that's just what it was. If she swung that purse, you already knew it was up. You know what I'm saying? So for her to get sick and me to have to take care of her and my sisters and my brothers and things of that nature, it hurts regardless of the fact. But knowing that I did what I was supposed to do while she was here, from taking her on dates to celebrating her birthday to any and everything that she wanted and any and everything that she wanted to do, it does give me that piece of saying I just had to let go. We let my mom stay in the ICU for 2 weeks before we let go. As a unit, like me and my sisters and brothers, we call ourselves the Fantastic Four because we would tell anybody she built a well-oiled machine before she got up out of here. We were able to bond together, fuss and fight amongst ourselves, but not let it spill onto social media or spill into other parts of the family because nobody felt how the Fantastic Four felt. Everybody else may have felt some way because my mom was one of those people. She was good to everybody. If you knew her, you loved her. But when it came down to it, the Fantastic Four had to feel it. And I just want to throw this out there. Life insurance, life insurance, life insurance, life insurance. Do not walk around with insurance on your phone, insurance on your car, insurance on your what you weave, your whatever. Get you some life insurance. Make it one less problem that the people that love you have to worry about at the end. Like I said, we were a well-built, well-oiled machine. So we paid out of pocket because by the time we got ready to do the life insurance, it was already too late. She already had pre-existing conditions. So there's a lot of things that people can learn when it comes to life insurance, the different types. If nothing else, get you 10 G's to get in the ground with. Don't leave the people that you love with that additional headache. Everybody might not have that type of money to just say, okay, well, this is what we're going to do and move forward. It is a very stressful time. I don't think I cried initially for the first couple of months to a year, but I blacked out a lot. There's a lot of things that went on that I just was like coming back to reality with. I left the funeral and we were at the graveyard. Like I literally would black out parts of things that happened. So there's grief that you're going to deal with that nobody else is going to be able to help you deal with but you. And I hate to go back to the Bible and your belief system, but that's going to help you get through whatever you have going on, whether it's prayer, meditation, whatever it is that you do. You want to dig into that because that grief is not going to stop coming for you. That grief is going to pop up whenever it wants to. One of the first emotions of grief is anger. You are mad as hell. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I could have thought of a couple aunties and a few uncles of mine that could have died, baby, because my mama was top tier. But that's not fair to their kids or whatever. But you see people that just are dwindling and wasting their life away, and you think, my parent though, you know what I'm saying? My parent is gone. So that anger, it can trigger you, and you can end up in some trouble if you really, you know what I'm saying, let it. But for me, overall, and then we'll pass it over to the newbie. The reason I call him a newbie is because this is an unofficial, unfortunate club that you do not want to join.
Exactly.
And people that have lost their parents. You can tell.
Yeah.
They move a little bit different because they had to grow up in that area. You can talk junk, but having that parent as a safety net.
Piggyback off of what you saying is, don't be selfish. And I'm saying don't be selfish because a lot of people are selfish, and you think about yourself, and you don't think about your parent and what your parent is going through and what they've been through. And sometimes your parents let you know, and they know who the strong ones is. So don't get mad if you're not called to that side, because they're gonna call who they feel like is that strong one to do what they want to have done.
Man, listen, I'm the baby of the four of us. And when I say I walked every step, I went to that hospital every day. There was not a decision made that was not made amongst me and my siblings. When it came time to bury my mother, I picked her clothes out, down to her 3D mink lashes and the red polish that they put on her nails. That was my dog. You know what I'm saying? So you make for sure that business is handled. Yeah. Funny funeral story. Y'all may not find it funny, but I found it hilarious.
Hey, it's always something.
The hat and the shoes didn't match the yellow in my mom's dress. And if you knew my mama, that's why she laughed. If you knew my mama, that was the problem. So I literally left the funeral home, went to the store, and bought this woman some silver shoes and a silver hat to match the silver buttons going down her dress. It's just one of those things.
That's what she wants, right there.
You just know
that pet peeve that's gonna be like, she gonna be like, what the fuck is y'all doing?
So even though, so she couldn't get up and be like, now this don't damn match.
Exactly.
I looked at it like, and it was just, time to stay in that moment of getting done what needs to be done. The weird thing that I wanted after my mom passed was for somebody to drive me around. I didn't want to drive. Because like I said, I kept just blacking out moments. Like I pulled up to the stoplight and it was just like, I kept blacking out moments. I didn't want to drive around. But when it was all said and done and everything needed to be done, I literally had my hands on everything in everything. There was nothing that was done for my mother's final services or final homegoing that I did not have my hands in. Now, my sisters and brothers, they wasn't playing. They were sending them cash apps and them Zales. Like, okay, this is what you're going to do, pay for it. But when it really came down to like the final stuff, I stepped it up and I was in that strong one slot. My sisters and brothers didn't bail on me. They didn't like fall to the fade to black and just disappear, but I just had to step it up a notch. So to those out there that are missing a parent that is survived by another parent or that are missing both of their parents, I say to you, you are still loved. Lean on the people that are around you. God gave us a family for a reason. I mean, most of the times they ain't worth nothing, but they is what they is, you know? So don't be afraid to lean on those people, especially around death anniversaries, birthdays, holidays, your first birthday without your parent. It's
your first holidays in general without your parent.
My first birthday was the dumps. Yeah. My first holiday, I just was like, okay, my kids, we good. My dad's 70th birthday was like a couple months later. I just kept moving. As long as I didn't have to sit still, I literally went to Chicago and bought all of the juice and water and pop and left it there and drove back home. Did a party. Like, I just kept moving. When it came to the holidays, I went to the stores, I bought, I did, and my birthday. Man, listen.
And that's what it comes down to. You gotta keep moving, you gotta keep going, and it's a lot that's gonna run through your head.
I'm checked on Ugly Boy every day, asking about the service, asking what need to be done, asking what, you know what I'm saying, what's next.
Is Rita still here?
I'm right here.
The memorial is gonna be November 2nd.
Okay.
I ain't got the address, but the venue, I think she said between, what was it, 3 and 5. Now, you know, like I heard a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of people done lost their parents, and people know honestly about, like, if you know me, you know me. You know the situation between me and my moms and all that, but you know, it's hard and hurt. Now, a lot of people was telling me to have that conversation with her, but at the time, I wasn't thinking about me. I was thinking about her. She was already scared and in pain. So there's no way in hell I'm finna tell this woman that you could have did better. So before my mom passed, I told her, it was like, you know, we good, right? And this was when she was still able to respond. She was like, yeah, I know. She was like, I'm like, you sure? You know, we good. Like, we, you know, it took me a long time to stop hating my parents anywhere it went. But it was like at that point in time, is she already got to take a journey by herself that she don't know what it is, because that taking the journey and coming back, I don't, like, you don't know what, this is something you got to take by yourself. And I wasn't finna put that on her heart of like, oh, you was a bad person. So
and she wasn't. That baby threw a party out of this world. She's the person.
I was gonna say this. None of us, and you got to look at yourself when you think about this. None of us was given the book to parenting when we decided.
Man, listen, my mama smoked more crack in the late 80s and early 90s than anybody could think of. My mom was a registered nurse. She wasn't no average crackhead. She smoked because she got high.
But
guess what?
Yeah, it's. I know it's gonna take a while, because you know it's one of the situations of very people. Like I said, if you know me, I lost my first wife at 27, and that was something to, you know, go through, because it's like it's something you wouldn't even think about. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie, fucked up. Like KB said, I thought my dad was gonna pass way before.
Listen, you be thinking about people that you can swap out. Like, okay,
like,
check
you know,
it.
So it's, you know, it's still a hurtful situation, and I know I got more to deal with. I know I got people who are here for me. So, you know, like, is Loke, he's still here?
Yeah, Loke's still right there.
Loke,
nigga, I'm gonna say, I'm here if you need me. I'm not here for you though.
Loke,
I'm not here if you need me or here for you. I'm finna fade to act like your hair.
I'm around, nigga.
I'm not even around. Like, don't even, because fooling with me, we gonna be at church on the altar crying, praying. I'm gonna get us some tissue, okay? We gonna lay rolling the floor.
All I'm gonna say is this: you are going to make the fucking difference, and the reason why you're gonna make the difference, because it don't matter who know you, who don't know you. It don't matter if a motherfucker knew that you and your moms didn't have the best motherfucker. I mean, at the end of the day, think about it. Everybody been on punishment by their parents. And when you've been on punishment by your parents, you never had a good relationship with your parents, because you was like, man, why you putting me on punishment? This shit fucked up. At the end of the day, you never have really had that great, what's the name? But You had that respect. You had that love because one, that's your fucking parent. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's parent is perfect. My dad by far was not perfect, but one thing I give that man credit for, he went out on his own fucking accord. He made it his point to say, after singing the peanut butter box is coming, the peanut butter box, nobody knew what the fuck that was.
Did you ever figure it out?
Yeah, we did. So basically, to me, hospital is like jail. You in there, you can't go nowhere. You got motherfuckers coming in to check on you every given hour to make sure you still there.
And the insurance people is
Yeah, the insurance people, and they giving you the certain type of food and shit. So he was watching these commercials, and then come to find out, I forgot, it's an animal food service that delivers to you. And so the dog was always singing, "It's a peanut butter box coming."
Gotcha.
Nobody understood what the fuck he was talking about because the only thing we was focused on is you all right? Because my pops was supposed to come up out that hospital, but he came to terms on his own while he was laying there. All of us was visiting him, you know, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Good fellas, I gotta take my hat off to my club brothers. They was there.
One thing
You know
that
what
I
I'm
loved
saying?
about Pops, he showed me you can watch porn at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, you can. Pop showed you a lot, man. Yeah, my pops showed you some shit. So
that's what you gonna do. You grown
man,
He was
look,
like, "Come
he
here."
did his thing.
He was like,
calling
"Oz,
over
come
that
here."
If he
I'm
called
like,
you to that
"Pops is
computer, if he called
He
you to
make
that
you look
computer, you know what it was,
around
right, Shorty?
Pops is 12.
Look at Shorty started laughing, right, Shorty?
Hey, grown folks do grown folks.
Man, grown folk shit. But when I say he called his own ticket, man, this is what I mean by don't be fucking selfish.
Yeah.
As a kid, nobody, as the child, nobody wants their parent to go. But when I say being selfish, why would you want your parent to suffer?
I was in my late 30s, and my mom, like I said, we let her stay in the ICU for 2 weeks. My mom did everything to them people up under the sun that she wanted to. She had pulled out the ventilator cord because, like I said, she's a registered nurse. They didn't know her background. She pulled out the ventilator cord and everything. And finally, once we got her settled, my sister asked her. She was like, "Are you tired?" My mom was like, "You
that
want
right
them to
there.
take
Hold
you
up,
out?"
say
Like,
that one more time, real quick. Say that one more time.
My sister asked her, "Are you tired?"
That right there is what you
I was looking at her
need
like, "Why would you ask?"
to know.
But
When you get in that situation, you need to know when your parent tell you they tired. When you hear they're tired, it ain't the fact that they want to go to sleep. They ready to take
not only that,
eternal
once they
sleep.
took her off of the ventilator, we stayed at the hospital for a little while. So the next morning, we're getting up, we're heading back to the hospital because we're gonna make our daily run. The daycare called me and said my baby didn't have no diapers and milk. And I'm like, his grandma worked there, like, make her go get it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna run home and get it. I was walking back out of the daycare, and the hospital called. That woman died by herself on purpose because she did not want us there cutting up after the food.
And now that type
They
of
wait
shit
until everybody leave. They wait until they be their biggest visit day. Everybody ran out to the hospital all day. Everybody come home. You get a call like, "No."
Hey, hold up. That's what I was just gonna say about
My
Pop.
mama got switched to another floor, and Nikki was out there downstairs. She got switched to the other floor, and she passed.
And that's what I was going to say about
Marcus
Pops.
and Mom, them and all had been out there that morning. She was up talking to them and everything. And she waited until.
But they always wait until. Because, like, even with my Pops, he decided to come home. He said, "I'm done. Send me home. Let's have a barbecue. Let's have a barbecue." Nobody thought Pops was going to die because he went in there because he stumbled. And they was trying to make sure he can walk before they release him. So he said, "Man, I'm tired of getting poked. I'm tired of them keep coming in here checking on me. I'm tired of this. Everything they was tired of." He's like, "Send me home. Let's have a barbecue." So Nana was like, "All right." We set up a paramedic to bring him home. Once they brought him home, everybody was over there that day. You would have thought that day was the day, but that was just the day he came home. The next day was a barbecue. Pops kicked it that whole entire day. And I gotta say, Goodfellas kept going in there, giving them weed, giving them
don't say what they gave him. Don't be in their business.
Huh?
They was handling their business.
Man, look, they gave him everything going to moonshine. They did what they were supposed to do. So with that being said, the next day was the barbecue. Everybody came. Everybody had a good ass fucking time. My pops fucking enjoyed himself. He had 3 ladies washing him up. He butt ass naked in his bed. washed him up, feeling on him.
Niggas ain't never lived
That was the best thing ever. That he had the biggest fucking smile on his motherfucking face. You know what I'm saying? And he enjoyed himself. He got fed everything under the sun. He used to be the one cooking and everything else. That's how he got to lay there in that bed, got fed, got all the food, got the liquor, he got everything. He got washed. He got everything. To me, everybody always want to say how they want to go out, but I think he went out on cloud fucking 9 because he waited for everybody to leave because he knew everybody was fucked up. Me, I was shit. I was fucked up.
My mama
Like
was real
I was
childish.
drinking
She was on our way
Jack.
back. She like, all right, y'all, come on, cause
yeah.
when y'all get here, I'm be gone.
Man,
And
look.
he was like, girlfriend, why
we
would you
don't have
do that?
to. Money, you got something to say, bro?
I was gonna say we got to go to money because money the only one here who lost both of his parents.
You gonna borrow my daddy?
Excuse me?
Since my mama gone.
Rita.
What's that, Rita?
Rita keep popping in and out. Goddamn, I can't keep tabs.
What
I
you
ain't even
drinking
looking
this
at the
cup?
screen. Shit tastes like Kool-Aid. Shit.
Hold on, money, you got something to say, bro?
I think I would say is having lost both your parents, never prepared for it. They say 37% of people lose their parents before. And then us being black actually is 20% higher than that. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, our people tend not to eat well, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Get cancer and stuff like that. But, like she was saying though, we gotta keep pushing. That they don't want you. I mean, deal with your grief the way you deal with it, but also just remember you just gotta keep pushing because the only thing that's promised in life is death. You know what I'm saying? My father, I put him in the hospital in May, brought him out the hospital. That same month he didn't pass until like November, but he was telling me like, no, like we're not doing no more stints in the hospital. None of that. Like this is it, because he had been on dialysis for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is just make sure that, like T said, you gotta know what they want. Let them go out on their own terms. But then Oz, you just gotta remember that, it's just Jenny, right? Like Tony's still.
Yeah, you're still here.
So regardless of what's happening, there's no playbook to this shit.
Nope.
So regardless of how they was when they was younger or whatever, remember we was, messed up at one point in time too. We was lost. We had to be found. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of what they did or what you feel they did to you, like man, that's life. You know what I'm saying? There's no losses in life, just lessons.
Yeah, that's why, like I said, that's why I told her before, when she was still responsive, like, we get it, right? Like I said, a lot of people told me, you need to have that conversation and stuff like that.
Are those people whose parents is walking around kicking it, chilling,
No, their
living?
parents, I guess some of them, their parents passed too.
I bet you they didn't have those
They
conversations.
didn't have
I
that
hate when people give
conversation, man.
unsolicited advice.
They didn't have that
They didn't have that
conversation.
conversation.
It's simple as you did what you were supposed to do to
Absolutely.
say I'm good, because at the end of the day, like me and you had to talk. I said, bro, and she didn't have to come back. She didn't have to come back up here. She could have stayed where she was at, enjoying her life to the best of what she could, and then you would have found out secondary, third dairy, or fourth dairy, which would be fucked up. She made it her point to come back up here where y'all was at, to be with y'all, her family. All y'all up here. You, Nikki, Josh, all y'all up here. Her grandchildren, all up here. So she could have stayed gone, but she made it her point to come back. That was her way of saying, hey, I'm trying to be right before anything happens to me.
My friend's daughter just lost her dad on Sunday, and they didn't tell the child until Tuesday. I'd have told the whole city up brick by brick. That was so out of order. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that.
I ain't trying to be rude, but I'm gonna have to cut this off.
Like, you cutting us? What you disconnecting us from?
This conversation, it really is getting to me.
It's called greed.
That was the whole point.
It's okay, bro.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why we say this all the way to the end.
I'm not gonna tell you to cry on the air, but
yeah, Rita said it's okay.
It's okay, Negro.
But
think about it. You got a chance to say goodbye. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to neither one of my parents. They were murdered.
Yeah. That's the reason why I said that it was too soon to do this particular one.
We'll come back and do it in 6 months, 2 years.
But
I ain't gonna come back and visit y'all because y'all started off
with it all being said, we all came on here, and I say it to the end because we talked a lot of shit at the beginning. This was an epic podcast, and we just ending on a real ass fucking note. That's the only difference. But before we go, I gotta say, man, titties is a beautiful thing. When you feeling some type of way on the titty, you will be all right.
We about to go, but I want KB to say some inspirational stuff that she be saying on her page, and we can go out on that note.
All right, sweet. The inspiration that I would give you in this moment is self. You need to be self-aware. You need to be self-involved, and you need to be okay with self-confrontation. If you can't confront yourself, you don't want to be aware with yourself, and you don't want to be involved with yourself, nobody else should be either.
And she didn't mean feeling on yourself, but this straight from us podcast.
Hey, but
God, bro.
You make yourself feel better.
You're self-aware in that moment.
You making yourself feel better when you feeling on yourself. Sometimes when you feeling yourself, it's better than somebody else feeling on you.
This straight
goodness.
All I gotta say, they might fuck up.
I'm an OZ.
You OZ, but I'm just saying, man, you gotta feel on yourself sometimes.
Goodness. What is wrong with you two?
Say bye. Say bye.
You all have a great evening. I love y'all. Not all of y'all, just some of y'all.
And for all y'all that's out there that's listening to us tonight, the message is go feel on yourself. Because goddamn it, everybody can't make you feel good, but if you feel on yourself, you might make yourself feel good tonight. Sometimes you need yourself to make yourself feel great about yourself.
Thank y'all for coming out.
I don't even want to see that.
That's his asshole.
That's my asshole opinion right there.
This is what people be talking about. Black people be talking about. You done this podcast, try to mind your business, and this man done cut up and done told everybody to fill on the dance.
All right, double L, we signed it out.
Fill on themselves.